for parents who received the federal child tax credit. $15 billion started hitting bank accounts last week, and now criminals are trying to steal it. Joining me now is Christopher Schneider, a supervisory special agent with the IRS Criminal Investigation. Good morning, Christopher. Can you tell us how people can spot these scams?
Sure. So the first thing just to keep in mind here is that anytime that a government program that's bringing relief, there's always criminals that are trying to cash in as well. And we see that in the past with programs that we've had related to COVID-19, as well as other tax scams that we've had in the past. So some of the things to look for are just the importance of understanding what this program is. And to tell you that it is a program that provides an advance payment of a credit that you would receive normally in the April tax filing season, but that credit is being advanced due to legislation to try to bring some relief during COVID-19 to families. And so with that, you're automatically enrolled in that based off of your 2019 or 2020 filings.
All right, and what are some tactics scammers are trying to use?
Right. So the first thing just to remember is that you're automatically enrolled in this, similar to other relief programs that we've had in the past or tax scams that we've had in the past. You might receive phone calls from individuals saying that they can help you sign up for this program or that they can assist you with speeding up these payments. But those are not accurate. Those are scam phone calls. As well as we might see some where people are trying to call to verify personal or financial information with you related to the child tax credit. And those are false as well. Those are scam phone calls, and you should not provide any of that information.
All right, and those are very helpful. And what advice do you have for people to avoid becoming a victim?
Sure. As part of the legitimate contacts from the IRS, you would receive normally correspondence through the mail. Including in the child tax credit, there were letters that were sent out notifying individuals that were eligible and that would be receiving this that preceded the payments going out last week. So you would see those as letters and you would know that the payments are coming. The other thing is that, if you receive a phone call and it's somebody from the IRS, just note the tone of the phone call. We are not going to call the IRS, the sheriff, any other government agency is not calling and threatening you and telling you that if you do not make an immediate payment on something, that you're going to be arrested or that there's a warrant for your arrest. I think in the past, we've seen those types of pre-recorded phone calls that are going out to individuals. And unfortunately, some folks, obviously it's intimidating and they will respond to those and send money to folks that are the criminals themselves.
And we might think that it's obvious to not give out our personal information, but as you know, scammers are very deceitful. So what should people do if they do get scammed?
Sure. So the first thing I would say is, protect your personal and financial information the same as you would, choosing a doctor or a lawyer or anyone, anything that you're kind of keeping close to you. So when you actually do get one of these phone calls, the first thing I would say is hang up the phone. Don't provide any information. If for some reason you have provided some information, please go to irs.gov. On that site, you can go and there's a place where you can actually report either the phone calls and also the scams if you've actually been a victim of one of these scams.
And have we seen any of this incidents happening here in our area in Northeast Florida?
We certainly have, not necessarily directly tied to the child tax credit just because that's so new, but we've certainly seen a lot of the COVID-19 relief programs, whether it's the economic impact payments that came out over the last year and a half or the Paycheck Protection Program through the SBA, the Small Business Administration. Anytime that there's a large amount of funds coming out in one of these relief programs, criminals are quick to act on it and quick to try to convince individuals and taxpayers that there's something that they need to give up in order to get those funds.
That is all great information. Thank you so much, Christopher Schneider, for joining us this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.